master the BEAT formula. What does the BEAT formula stand for? It stands for the build funnels, right? Elevate offers, automate systems, and track traffic. Okay. So these are the specific components that you need when you are running an online business, right? When I say online business, it could be anything. It could be a product, it could be a service, okay? It could be you selling digital products, it could be you doing digital marketing, it could be selling clothing or whatever the case may be. If you are running and operating a business online, this allows you to start to scale and automate that process. Okay. So even if you're currently, I see we have people that are in the trucking business, property management, right? I'm sure we all have something that we specialize in, that we have been able to leverage what we specialize in, and we can now take that what we specialize in and be able to teach it to other people, right? So again, I'm sure that we all have something. So if that's the case, where like you say, okay, I'm really good in real estate, I'm really good at the trucking business, I've accomplished, a certain amount of revenue, let's say 6 and 7 figure revenue within your business, and you feel like, you know what, I want to take the knowledge that I have and now incorporate it and implement it in a way that I can help other people do the same thing that I've been able to accomplish, right? Same thing like we have Lamont. Lamont is in the credit and the financial literacy, but he also specializes in real estate. So he's been able to take the knowledge that he has and now formulate it and put it in, package it up and put it in a way where now he can bring it to the community, bring it to those around him and on people that are online that he's building relationships with, and now sell it and offer it to people and create a community of people that need what it is that he has to offer. So you could do the same thing, right? And the information that I'm going to share today is going to pretty much break down how you could do that. Okay. So once again, I'm Millie Marie. I'm the owner of Be Encouraged Enterprises. And again, I'm going to share with you how you can utilize the online social media, Facebook, Instagram, right? All these different online platforms on how to fully automate your business using funnels and automations. Okay. So again, what is the BEAT formula? The BEAT formula and why it matters. It helps you reduce manual work, increase conversions, and scales your growth business, right? So what you're going to learn is building funnels, elevating offers, and automating your systems and being able to track traffic. Okay. So just to kind of simplify that for you, right? The most important thing when you're having an online business is traffic. Okay. How do you get traffic? And that's what we're going to talk about today, right? What is a funnel? Many of you may be like, what is a funnel? Okay. So, like I said, you may be wondering, why should I care about mastering the BEAT formula? Well, in today's market, we're going to be able to simplify again what it is that you do, the knowledge that you have, and put it in a form of a product or a service. Okay. So in order to do that, you need a strategic, automated, and optimized way to be able to guide those potential customers from the awareness stage to getting to actually know who you are and what it is that you represent. So the BEAT formula provides a clear path on being able to achieve just that. Okay. So again, whether you are a coach, a consultant, entrepreneur, or a service provider, applying this formula will help you to reduce manual work, increase your online conversions, and scale your business. Okay. So again, what we're going to cover today is everything that's added into this formula that will allow you to scale your business. Okay. So we kind of already went over what is BEAT. Okay. Again, BEAT is the funnels, the offers, systems, and traffic. Okay. So now I'm going to break down the component of build funnels. What is a sales funnel? Many of you, again, may be wondering. So a sales funnel represents the journey that customers go through from becoming aware of your brand to actually making a purchase and beyond. So I'm sure many of you all may have came across Lamont and many other coaches or mentors that you may have, and you found them online, probably via their content, right? Via some form of traffic that they had, whether they were utilizing video content or you came across an ad. Okay, so that was the awareness phase that you were able to come across this particular individual, and now you finally got to the point where you took the time and you invested into yourself and you purchased something from them. So this is how you start to funnel those potential customers into your ecosystem. So the very key component is the awareness phase. Okay. So again, a sales funnel represents the journey that customers go through from becoming aware of your brand to making a purchase online. Okay. So there's different phases of a funnel. I'm not going to break down each phase again because I'm sure this information is probably new to a lot of you all, and I don't want to overwhelm you. So if you have questions, feel free to stop me throughout this process. I like to interact and engage with those that I'm communicating with, right? If you have a question, you can come off mute and let me know if you have a question, okay? Because it's kind of quiet in here. I'm used to interactions. Where are y'all at? Y'all sleeping on me?
Yeah, yeah.
I know this information is new, right? It's kind of new. So, do y'all have any questions?
No, I'm locked in with you for real. I'm a little familiar with sales and funnels, but I'm just trying to, listen to the rest of your presentation for real.
Okay, cool, cool.
I got a question. So, how long before you start, like, do you feel like immediately as soon as you put out an offer with your sales funnel, you should have multiple levels of offers, like a multiple offers before you launch your sales funnel?
Well, I would say there's three main types of offers, which is your low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket offer. Those three are important, but you don't necessarily have to launch them all at the same time, right? Because it's going to be it's like, going back to the awareness, right? You want to get people to know who you are and what you represent, right? So let's just say, for example, the whole purpose of the awareness is to start bringing those people into your ecosystem. They're getting to know who you are and what it is that you offer and how they would align with what it is that you offer, if that makes sense, right? So you don't necessarily have to put out all your programs and your services at one time because you want to build up traction and you want to generate enough awareness so that you can start building an email list of potential buyers. So I always recommend that you build or you launch your low ticket offer. A low ticket offer is, let's just say, a lead magnet. I know many people use lead magnets as a way to start generating leads. What I typically do now in today's market, you don't necessarily have to start with giving away free products or services. You can start with a low ticket offer. A low ticket offer is anywhere from $7 to $97, right? And that allows you to start building up, nurturing your leads, and taking them through your customer journey and taking them through your funnel, if that makes sense. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is how to build a high converting funnel and the key elements, right? The key elements of effective funnels. So the key elements of an effective funnel is the landing page, right? That's where we talk about the clear messaging, the strong call to actions, and any distractions that you want to be able to eliminate to guide those potential customers to purchasing their product or service. The next thing is consideration, right? This is where, again, it goes back to your awareness. You're creating valuable content, right, to capture their contact information. And just like the guy just asked, when do you put out an offer? And I was explaining, you can start with a low ticket offer to be able to start building up your email list. Okay. So this is where you can create ebooks, right? You can create your digital products, you can create webinars. All of these are examples of how you can start generating leads, right? Either you're doing it for free, like webinars that you see, typically people have free webinars. Okay, and that's how they're capturing the contact information of a potential buyer because you're funneling them through the process. Okay. So the next key element or the next key that's effective of a funnel is the nurturing process, right? This is where you want to automate your emails, right? If you're utilizing paid marketing, you want to create retargeting ads, and you want to be able to build trust and engagement with your potential customer. Okay. So again, just to kind of reiterate that again, the key elements of an effective funnel is your lead magnets, your nurturing sequences, and being able to optimize that entire process. So just to kind of explain that again, when you're building your funnels, you want to focus on creating a seamless customer journey. So the important part when you're creating funnels is you want to create, when you're optimizing your landing pages, right? And you're creating your irresistible lead magnets, and you also developing your emails and sequences. The very important thing is the headlines, right? You want to make sure you're using compelling headlines and you make your content concise and simplified in a way where people actually understand what it is that you're offering. So when you're creating your lead magnets, you want to make them relevant to your target audience, to your niche. And when I say niche, I'm referring to the industry that you're in. Okay. So there's many tools that you can use when you're creating funnels. One that is very popular is the Go High Level system. Are you all familiar with the Go High Level system for those that have an online business?
No.
Okay. So Go High Level is another platform that allows you to build systems, automate your business, right? It's like a CRM, a customer relationship management system. Okay. So you can utilize it to build websites, build funnels. You can utilize it to automate your system, send out emails, send out text messages. You can also call from within the system. So there's a lot of things that you could do within that platform if you're building funnels as well. Okay. So again, when you're building out your landing pages and funnels, those terms are used interchangeably. Okay. So when you're building out those pages, when you want to create the compelling headlines, you want to simplify your message. So let's say, you have a business and you say, the headline, let's say, for example, it says grow your business, right? So sometimes when you just say grow your business, people may not understand what it is that you're talking about. So you want to simplify that message and actually make it a little bit more compelling. So the better way that you will actually write that on your landing page will be learn 5 strategies to grow your business by 200% in 3 months, right? So what that does is you actually are letting them know that I'm going to give you 5 strategies, right? That's going to grow your business, which is desired outcome within a particular time frame. So the more simple and the simplicity that you make that information or that headline, the better people will understand what it is that you're offering. So you can also utilize these headlines not only on the funnels, but within your lead magnet. So let's say, I'm sorry, sir, what was your name that was asking the questions? What's your name?
Samaje.
Okay, Samaje, what type of business do you have?
Currently right now I'm in life insurance and then I'm a real estate investor.
Okay, awesome. So you're a life insurance. So I was just talking to another lady who's in the life insurance industry, and she sells more of the investment side of the insurance policies, like IULs and things like that. So let's say you wanted to attract leads that needed your services, right? So the most important part is first, who are you attracting? What particular group of people? So that as you're creating your content, you're creating your lead magnets, you're creating your offers and your funnels, your target audience is very important to know. Okay. Why? Because you want to be able to speak directly to them. So let's
Okay.
say you're in the insurance industry and you wanted to, let's say, more so talk to people about how they can utilize insurance as an investment to, get into real estate, right? They can create their own banking systems or whatever the case may be. So in that sense, you can attract business owners, right? So learn 5 strategies that can help you create generational wealth, right?
Okay. So for myself, like I'm transitioning towards like the business funding, so starting up my own funding company. So I was wondering, like I have some friends who have like large followings, like 1.8 million, but they have a lot of people in their funnel who don't who they like the content that they put out who don't have money, so they really can't sell those high ticket offers to them because their audience is not, they financially can't afford it.
Okay.
So how do I go about, making sure my content is filtered towards people who like have, credit pretty much is, established so that I can, funnel those into leads and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's a good question. So everything that you're doing, the credit, the funding, and the insurance, they all tie in together, right? So again, as I was just speaking on how you can utilize insurance as a means to create generational wealth, to invest into your future, to invest into real estate and those types of things. Just like Lamont talks about, right? How you leverage your credit, get access to funding, use that funding to now leverage other forms of investment opportunities. So what you could do is you can attract your people just by saying those very things, right? Let me give you 5 strategies on how you can build your credit, leverage funding, and then now take that funding, invest it into an IUL investment or an insurance policy. Let that sit for a while, build it up, or whatever the case may be. And now you can take that money, leverage it, create your own banking system, and now invest into real estate, invest into trucking, invest into these other forms of businesses. So does that make sense?
Yes. And then do you know how I would filter the content? How would I go about doing my content more? Because I'm learning that more of the followers don't matter. It's a more about like the engagement that you get. So how do I push that out towards more financially stable people that are looking for business funding?
So it's all about the messaging, right? And then it's all about the traffic, which we're going to also talk about today, right? So when you have identified who your target audience is, then you want to be able to understand their pain points, their problems, and their frustrations. Okay? I'm going to stop sharing right quick so I can speak to you. So again, when you identify who your target audience is, let's say you want to say, okay, my target audience is real estate investors, right? Your target audience could be real estate investors. How can you help a real estate investor? Most people, they in real estate, right? But they may not understand how to leverage credit, and that's where you will come in at, right? So let's say you wanted to target real estate investors. You first have to identify, okay, now that I know I want to work with people that are in a real estate investor, what do real estate investors do? What are their potential pain, problems, and their frustration? Okay. Once you can identify their pain, their problem, and their frustration that they are currently experiencing in their life, right? Or even people that want to become a real estate investor, right? So let's just even go back and say, okay, you want to help business owners get into real estate. Okay. If you want to help business owners get into real estate, why do they want to get into real estate? Most business owners are looking to create passive streams of income. They're looking to generate business wealth, right? Legacy building, all of those different things that most business owners want to do. So now they're looking for a way out. So again, to answer your question, how do you attract the people that you want to work with? It's all about the messaging. It's about understanding who those individuals are and being able to speak directly to them. And you can create them that form of content in a way where you can create it where it's educational content, where it's entertaining based on your personality and how you are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody create their content in a different way. So I can't say that there's a wrong or a right way to create content, but what's important is your style of content and what fits your personality and also the messaging. Those are the important things. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so let's move on. I'm gonna make sure I can see y'all though. Hold on 1 second. Okay, cool. So now that we talked about, the key elements and practical tips for building funnels, which again, the most important thing is the headlines, right? Your lead magnets and how everything aligns to each other. Once you have identified your target audience, right? And you've created your irresistible lead magnet, right? A lead magnet that you want to put in place is going to offer high value, right? High value content, right? A lead magnet, again, can be an ebook, it could be a checklist, it could be a video, it could be a webinar. But the most important part is that you want to make sure that it addresses a specific pain point of your target audience. Okay? Now, once again that you do that, now that you have completed that process, you now want to start building out your automated nurturing sequences. So you want to set up automated emails and text messages or retargeting ads to nurture those leads and build relationships. Create personalized messaging, right? So what's very popular right now and what I see working for people and business owners is community, right? Such as what we are here today. We are all a part of a community, and now that allows you to get to meet other people, right? Not only that, you have like-minded individuals in a group that you can build with, but at the same time, you as the business owner, it allows you to also continually nurture those members that are part of your community so that eventually they will get to know you on a better level. And also, they will be able to leverage additional services. It's all about the like, know, and trust factor. Just because somebody initially meet you online does not mean they're ready to leverage your services. So that's why it goes back to that awareness phase that we talked about at the top of the funnel is awareness. So how do you continually build awareness and get them to that buying decision? You have to nurture them. So how you can nurture them is multiple ways. You can nurture them in the form of automated emails through your systems. You can nurture them by community building, nurture them via your online content. So there's multiple ways, okay? So when you're getting ready, after you've determined your lead magnets, your sales funnel process and things like that, before you can actually get to the point of launching a funnel, you have to craft a compelling offer. So this is the E of the word of our acronym BEAT, elevate offers, okay? So crafting a compelling offer. Crafting a compelling and elevated offer. So there are 6 main key elements, right? You want to create a clear value proposition. Okay? What is the value proposition? It clearly communicates the specific benefits of your product or your service. Okay? So example, our software reduces administrative tasks by 60%, saving you 10 plus hours per week. What does that do? It specifically states what it is that you do, what it is that the program or the service offers within a particular time frame, and how you can accomplish it, right? The next thing is your unique selling point. So this specifically highlights what makes your product or your service stand out from the competition. And then lastly, what you can do to kind of enhance your offer is by offering bonuses and add-ons. So the whole purpose of adding a bonus or add-on to your offer, again, it enhances the primary offer with additional value. Okay? So again, the clear value proposition statement, this is essentially your promise to the customer. It explains the specific benefits of your product or service and how it solves their problem or fulfills a need. So when you're creating and you're crafting your offers, I forgot how to pronounce your name, but when it goes back to if you're creating a low ticket offer, a mid ticket offer, a high ticket offer, how do you create these offers? You have to understand again, what is the problem that you're solving? Once you can understand the problem that you're solving, then you can also better create content because you know the solution that you're providing.
Can
Okay.
you provide like a screen, like share your screen with that so I can like have
My
like
screen
right?
sharing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The
Yeah,
screen's not
man, I
sharing.
just wrote your assistant. Like, is she supposed to be sharing her screen?
Oh, Jesus. I just went through all of this and it's not sharing. Hold on 1 second. Share. Okay. So I'm gonna go back over that. Can y'all see it now?
Now we can see it.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna just go back over that part. Okay. So, um, the E of the word beat, which is the acronym BEAT, right? How to beat your competition, right? Or master the BEAT formula. Elevate offers. So to create a compelling and elevated offer, the first component is having a clear and value proposition statement. Okay. So it clearly communicates the specific benefits of your product or your service. Okay. So again, this is essentially your promise to the customer. It explains the specific benefit of your product or service and how it solves their problem or fulfills a need. Okay. So a strong value proposition is clear, concise, and it communicates the value, right? So how, as I gave the example, our software reduces administrative tasks by 60%, saving you over 10 hours per week. Okay. So within this statement, it specifically highlights the benefit, right? It directly addresses the pain point, right? And it gives you in what particular time frame. Okay. And again, once you can identify that statement, it's easier to create content. So the next element would be your unique selling point. So your unique selling point is what makes your product or service stand out from the competition. It highlights the unique aspects that the customers cannot find elsewhere, right? So how do you stand out from the crowd, right? How can you beat your competition? Going back to that beat method, okay? So the next thing will be, again, adding bonuses, right? So another way to elevate your offer is including bonuses, right? So these are additional value items that enhances the primary offer and make it more attractive, okay? So the last three key components of being able to create a compelling and elevated offer is urgency and scarcity, okay? And what's called the risk reversal and social proof. So the urgency and scarcity is used right when you have limited offers or exclusive deals to create a sense of urgency. So an example of that is, hey, I'm offering I'm sir, what's your name again? Shiandre, is that what you said?
No, it's Samaje.
Majay, I'm sorry. So let's say, for example, how you were saying, okay, you want to incorporate funding. Okay. So in urgency, let's say you were offering an ebook, okay, and you want to show them and you wanted to break down how someone can get access to 50 to 100K in funding, right? In a matter of, let's say, 7 days, 30 days, whatever the case may be, whatever your offer is. If you wanted somebody to sign up for your ebook, you could say, hey, I only have 10 spots available or 10 ebooks available, and I'm going to give it to you at this special price in the next 48 hours. That's a sense of urgency. Okay. Or you could say, I have a coaching program and I only have 10 spots available for this month's program. Offer ends in 48 hours. So once we go back to the value proposition statement, the problem that you're solving, okay, how you're going to stand out from the crowd and beat the competition, you add on your additional bonuses. So your bonuses, so let's say you have a coaching program, right? And you say, within my coaching program, I'm also going to show you real estate. I'm going to teach you credit. I'm going to teach you funding. I'm going to teach you insurance. I'm going to add on all these additional bonuses that's going to make your offer a little bit more compelling and elevated. And not only that, you can get in. I only have 10 spots available for the next 48 hours at a special price. Okay. And then you have a guarantee. And that's where the risk reversal comes into place. If you don't do right, I'm guaranteeing that you get 50 to 100K in a matter of, let's say, 7 to 15 days. Okay. Once you come into the program, you got all these extra bonuses. Okay. If you don't get the bare minimum of 50K, 30 days money back guaranteed, cancel at any time. But of course, there's terms and conditions that goes into that. You can't come into the program and not do no work. Right? But we're guaranteeing you that in a matter of 7, 30, whatever amount of days, whatever your offer consists of, that you're going to get the minimum of 50K. We can guarantee you that because now this is where we show social proof and credibility, which is number 6. We've been able to personally help over, let's say, 1,000+ people, 10,000 businesses owners around the world get a minimum of 50 to 100K. So that's why you can create that 30-day money back guarantee. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Okay, so let's go on to the next slide. Okay. So now that we've already talked about the B, which is build funnels, right? And under the B, we talked about build funnels, we talked about your headlines, we talked about the offers, we talked about lead magnets, headlines, and now we also moved on to the E, which is elevating and compelling offers. Now we want to talk about the automation system, okay? So now that you've implemented your funnel, you've implemented your lead magnets, your low ticket offers, right? You have all of that in place. You've outlined, you've been able to identify what your unique proposition statement is, what your unique and compelling offer is. Now it's time to automate that process, okay? So why do you want to automate? It allows you to save time and reduce manual effort. It increases efficiency and consistency. And the most important thing is it allows you to scale your business and grow. And lastly, it improves customer experience, okay? So again, automation isn't just a buzzword. I know a lot of people talk about it in today's time. Automate your business, automate this, automate your systems, your processes, right? But it's essential for businesses that want to grow and scale. Okay. So again, the benefits are these 4 things that we have listed: saving time, scaling, creating time freedom for yourself, right? So again, now I'm going to talk about the key systems to automate. One of the most important key systems to automate is your lead nurturing process. Okay. So your lead nurturing process will be welcome emails, nurturing sequences. So let's say you created a low ticket funnel that allows you to generate leads, build an email list. You don't want those leads just to come in, but you want to continually nurturing them through an automated way. And like I talked about earlier, there's multiple ways that you can automate or nurture your leads. Okay. So in this case, we're talking about lead nurturing. When those leads come in, you want to put together emails and text messages that are going to be sent out on a consistent basis, not manual work, but through automation. And that's where the Go High Level system that I mentioned earlier allows you to automate that process. Okay. The next system that you want to automate is your sales follow-up. Okay. So again, you can create thank you emails, follow-up reminders about appointments, follow-up reminders about making payments if they're interested in your services, okay? And then the next thing is your onboarding. So let's say you are in the credit repair or you're in the funding business. How can you get a potential buyer, once they go through that nurturing process or they become a lead, to actually onboarding with you once they've made that decision to purchase? You can create an automated onboarding process where now they automatically are able to fill out your forms, make payment, and now get to the point, whatever your process is, to get them through their onboarding process through automation. Okay. So again, you can also automate your customer support. Okay. And you can utilize chatbot systems, right? You can use automated responses like web chat systems and things of that sort. So now that we've gone through build funnels, elevate offers, and automate systems. The last part of being able to beat your competition online, or just essentially growing your business, right, is traffic. Traffic is the biggest key component of having an online business. Okay. If you don't have traffic, you might as well say you don't have a business. Traffic is what's going to allow that funnel to grow and scale, right? That's going to allow those leads to go through that customer journey. And there's different types of traffic that we're going to talk about today. So we have inbound traffic and we have outbound traffic. Okay. And then you also have paid traffic. So when it comes to inbound and outbound traffic, that type of traffic is considered organic traffic. Okay. So your inbound traffic is used in many different ways, and outbound traffic is used in many different ways. When you're leveraging paid traffic, that means you're paying for marketing. Okay. You're paying for Facebook ads, you're paying for Instagram ads, TikTok, Google, or whatever platform that you're on. You're able to put your money in, use your money, leverage that to scale your business and to generate the traffic that you need to send to your offers, to your funnels. Okay. So now I'm going to break down the difference from inbound versus outbound traffic. Okay. So inbound traffic is pretty much content that pulls in customers. Okay. Again, there's multiple different types of content, multiple different types of social media platforms. So let's say specifically Facebook and Instagram, right? We know that Instagram is really known for video content, right? So in order to really grow and scale on Instagram, you got to be putting out videos. Like we talked about earlier, there's different types of videos: educational, value-based, entertaining, right? Whatever you feel comfortable with, and however your personality is, will determine your style of content. Okay. So when you have inbound, again, that's people reaching out to you via based on them seeing your content. Okay. Outbound marketing is direct outreach, cold emails, cold calling, DMing people on Instagram, DMing people on Facebook, right? Those are different types of outbound strategies. Today's time, we have AI, okay, artificial intelligence. This makes things a lot easier for online businesses. So these are just a few of the AI tools that I specifically use for my business online, okay? So if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can utilize these at a later time. But L Messenger Pro is a system that I use specifically on Facebook that allows me to build my outbound marketing strategies. Okay. It allows me to send out automated messages to Facebook users and join Facebook groups, right? You are part of Facebook groups. You'll find your ideal clients. Like the young man said, well, how do I find clients? Or how do I get the people that can pay me? Again, it goes back to that awareness, and also goes back to knowing who your ideal target audience is. Once you can identify that, then you find these individuals on Facebook and Facebook groups. And you can leverage tools like the L Messenger Pro that allows you to send out friend requests and send them welcome messages. Okay. The whole purpose of that is building a relationship with people, of people that may not know you. It's not about direct selling, but it's about getting to know people and people getting to know you. The more relationships, the more conversations, the more people have the opportunity of knowing who you are and what and how you can help them solve a problem that they're currently experiencing. Okay, then you have ManyChat. ManyChat is a good tool to automate your DMs for Instagram and Facebook. Another tool that I use is called Socialmize for Instagram. This tool is really cool because it allows me to, it helps me increase the engagement on my Instagram page, right? So if you're like, hey, I'm shadow banned, the algorithm is not my best friend, it's working against me, right? Most of us don't understand that when we're on these social media platforms, we can't just put out video, we just can't put out content. We have to actively be engaging with the people on the page, on the platform. That helps increase our algorithm and things of that sort. So, do we have our day as a business owner, right? We spend most of our time scrolling, but we don't spend most of our time actively engaging. But most of the time, you can leverage tools like the Socialmize that will actually like people's content, comment on their content, send DMs, the whole 9 yards. So I personally have leveraged this tool and is still leveraging it today that allows me to get in front of more people on Instagram. Right? Then we go back to Facebook. I use a tool called Engagement Monster. It's very similar to Socialmize. You can literally set this up and go about your day and forget about it. This tool engages for you using AI. Once you train it, it knows how you communicate, it knows how you speak. It will literally comment, like, heart, whatever you want it to do on your behalf without you having to be at that computer. Okay? So these are just tools that you can use to help you with your traffic online. Okay? So again, we talked about strategies, and like again, those tools also help you with strategies to boost engagement and your conversions online. Okay? I think I went backwards. Sorry. Okay, cool. So just a quick recap of the BEAT formula. Okay? Step 1, you want to build funnels. Step 2, you want to elevate and create compelling offers. Okay? Step 3, you want to automate your systems. And step 4, you need traffic, whether using inbound, outbound, organic, or paid. Okay? That is the key component on how to master the BEAT formula to scale your business online. Okay? So that ends the presentation. I'm now going to go into the Q&A session to see if anyone have any questions about these key components.
That was a very good presentation. I learned a few things too. How y'all feel about the presentation before y'all go into the questionnaire? Drop some flames in the chat. But I definitely learned a couple things myself.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So so Lamont, I know you're real big on online, right? What areas or the key components that we talked about today do you feel like, helped you or you can increase in or that was value to you?
Well, right now, I'm definitely using the automations. I would say that something that I'm not utilizing as much anymore because I have a different ecosystem is the low tickets. I used to use the low ticket with the funnels, but now I'm kind of going through like an automated webinar type of thing. But I feel like now I still need to have that running on the back end, just to get somebody to come into my ecosystem at $7 or 27. I just don't deal with digital products anymore, but that's something that I need to have to get people in. So I kind of like that portion.
Right, for sure. And I think I've seen a lot of people starting to implement the automated webinar strategy as well. But again, that works for like your mid and high ticket offers. What about those people that, you want to meet them where they are and eventually they can segue into those higher or mid ticket levels, right? So that's where the low ticket funnel strategy comes into place in your low ticket offers.
Yeah, I really like that. I can't wait for it. We're gonna open the floor up. Let's get some questions answered, guys. Anybody, y'all can unmute yourself if y'all did have questions, or raise y'all hands and we can ask to unmute.
It's kind of quiet in here.
Yeah, maybe they know it all. I don't know.
It's
What
real
y'all
quiet in
doing?
here. It's making me nervous.
Nah,
So the process that you go through, like how you explained everything when you setting up like a funnel and everything.
We can't hear you. You're on mute.
Oh, so my bad. So when you setting up the funnels and everything, how you explained it, now are you doing that yourself or are you having your team set up that entire thing? Because that's a lot of information that like if one person is solely managing the entire funnel, even though it's AI.
Okay, so you asked a couple different questions in one. What's your
Okay.
main?
Is so like is that something you do? Is that something that you handle to bring in revenue and stuff like that? Is that something your team handle?
You want the AI systems?
I'm talking about like the funnels in general. Like, is this like the point of this? Is this to so that we know how to set up our own funnel, or is this some work that you do to set up funnels and stuff? You see what I
Yeah,
mean?
so I build funnels. I have a funnel and automation agency where we literally build out everybody, we build out business owners funnels, set up their automations and things of that sort. Yes. So the whole
Okay.
purpose of today's call was to kind of help bring the awareness and educating people on why they need a funnel, why they need automations, why they need systems to scale and run your business online.
Okay. So some people funnels that you have done, where have far as this their increase in revenue, have you like added percentage growth far as to their business by working with them with their funnels, like when you
Sure.
help them?
That's a good question. So I had a client recently, actually, who's in the credit repair industry. He also does funding, but he also does real estate, right? So going back to your offer, okay, how your offer is important. So he came to me, he said, Melanie, I need my business structured, okay? So before I agree to work with anybody, or it's not about just a funnel, right? And people know me based on making their brand stand out online, right? And automating their process. But he specifically came to me, he said, Millie, I need more revenue in my business. I'm tired of doing credit repair and I want a different way out. Okay. So I said, okay, cool, I got you. We created his whole system. And when I say his whole system, that means we created his low ticket, mid ticket, and his high ticket offers. Okay. So we built all of that out. We have to build the foundation first. I work with him to identify who's your target audience. What is their pain points? What is their problems? What is their frustrations? Once we identify that, then we went to work to determine what the offer should be. Okay. So in this particular business, we said, okay, we want to create a low ticket product, which we created digital products. Okay. He then said, I want to have a mentorship because I don't want to do credit repair anymore. I want to stay within the industry, but I don't want to fix it for people. Okay. So we said, okay, cool. You want a mentorship? I think the mentorship was 19. He started off at 1997. Okay. $1,997. How are we going to sell this 1997 offer? He said, Millie, I want to do webinars. I said, okay, cool. So what we did was we created a low ticket funnel selling digital products. We created a webinar funnel so that he can host weekly webinars to pitch and sell his offer. He hosted his first webinar based on the systems and everything even before he hosted his webinars, he started selling the low ticket products. And I have these testimonials on my Instagram page. He started selling the digital products, and in a matter of 30 days, if I'm not mistaken, he had generated an additional 12K in his business. No, I'm sorry. He had generated about 5K off his digital products. Okay. Then the next month, he finally got to the point where he's like, Millie, I'm a little bit nervous. And he wanted to take a different route. After we built the whole entire system, he wanted to take a different route. I feel like I'm leaving money on the table. I need to offer credit repair. I said, no, stay focused. We've already built the system. We've defined everything that you need to do. You just need to go after it, create the content, and start driving the traffic. He said, okay, cool. He launched his first webinar, I think it was July 28th, right? He did his very first pitch. He brought on 6 additional clients for his mentorship. That was 12K. So once you know your target, these things, your offers, it's all about the offer. Before you can build a funnel, your offers, your target audience, who you are looking to work with, what does those offers consist of? And when I say offers, I'm really focusing more so on the problem, the solution that you're solving for someone. Once you know that, then you can build the products and the services around it. Okay? And you can automate that entire process. Once it's automated, all you have to do now is focus on your traffic. So one thing I want to say is if you're new in the business, most people don't really fully understand an automated funnel system. And I have to highlight this. because most people will have a misconception about it. Funnels don't generate the money and the cash flow and the traffic for you, right? It's just a tool and a resource that's going to allow you to scale and automate your business. You have to have the traffic to send to the funnel. Again, we talked about different types of traffic: inbound, organic, and paid. Once your system is built, once your offers are in place, you go heavy with the traffic, because business is a numbers game, right? You can have, let's say you like he was hosting a webinar. You can have 100 people sign up for the webinar, but does not mean all 100 people is going to show up, right? So how do you get all 100 people, or even 50%, 30% of those people to actually show up? That's where your systems come into place. Okay, once you get them on there, now you got to have a different skill set. You got to be able to actually conduct and host a webinar, right? Sales skills, storytelling is a lot of different things that go into that, right? I know Lamont knows about that. Now you get 30% on the webinar. How many of that 30% can you actually sell on your offer? And the good thing is, you know, like Lamont was saying in regards to whether you're using a digital product, physical product, it always go back to the offer. What is the problem that you're solving for someone, and how they can identify with why they need your product, service, or physical product? Okay. Any other questions? Clothing products.
She said clothing products.
So yeah, clothing, like I know a lot of people are using like Shopify. What I would typically do for clothing products is highlight the main offer, not the offer, the product. Highlight the main product. What is your best selling product? Highlight that. And then that is what your main focus on your funnel or your website, your landing page is. And then once they purchase that, then you have upsells and downsells to other products. But identify that best selling product or that main product that's, you know, that most people will like. And then that's how you can, you know, once you send the traffic there, they're only there specifically to see that one product. And then once they purchase it, you have your down sales to other products that you have. That will be like your second best or your third best piece of clothing.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And that's definitely a good idea. I heard that about a company who said that too. I think they call Entre Believer. They said that in one of their videos, um, that they kind of do that's a good strategy that's been working for them in conjunction with sales funnels.
Yep. I know them. I started looking at them some years ago because I have a clothing line as well, and they helped out in a lot of different areas too. So Daryl is asking, what's the best funnel process for credit and funding? So I was just saying a few minutes ago how the best funnel strategy is a VSL funnel if you're looking to increase your book calls, right? Or increase your leads. So I'm actually working with another community right now, and that's what we're focusing on, is creating an application process that will qualify and disqualify those leads before they're able to book a call with you, because we don't want people on a call that doesn't qualify for our services, right? So you put that application in process. If they don't qualify to book a call, then that's where you incorporate your down sales. Okay, your down sales could be, well, let's just say funding. Okay, there's a certain criteria that people need to meet in order to qualify for funding. In that case, we don't want everybody on the phone, so we want to take them through an application process to say, okay, if you answer these questions in a way that qualifies you to book a call, you can do so. If you don't meet the criteria, then you're not able to book a call. And this is where you implement your systems, you incorporate your down sales. And your down sales could be digital products. Your down sales could be a community. It could be a software, right? You can send them to a software. You can send them to if you're doing credit for them, you can also leverage those as different down sales when people don't qualify to get on the phone for funding.